I'm at McDonald's. Anyways, I'm preparing for graduation, and I can't find nothing to wear. I've been looking for something to wear for weeks. I can't find anything that's flattering or fits over my chest. So I'm upset now. Nothing fit. The stuff that do fit looks weird on my chest, or it's too big in my arms, or not. I have ordered. I'm going into the store, so now I'm just gonna look like I'm going to work. I'm just gonna get some slack and try to find a blouse, but is he getting out? I'm about to go to Ross and get a shirt. I got a nail appointment today at 5:30. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm trying to power through. Good morning. It is 7:13 in the morning. Everything is a mess. And two things working against me. Ooh, there are two things working against me. I still have nothing to wear, and I've ordered, nothing fit right, so now I'm gonna have to put something together out my closet, which that wasn't on my bingo card, but okay. I'm gonna take 2 wigs in case I change my mind, and maybe I could get my mom to braid my hair down. That I'm not sure. I'll have to ask her. You know what, I realized that I really didn't share my family. I went to go visit my grandma yesterday. I didn't share with my family. I haven't been sharing with my family my master's journey. I did not tell anyone, and my uncle seemed really sad. Like, he was really sad I didn't tell him, and I was like, Uncle, I didn't really share, which is true. I was like, Uncle, I really didn't share with anybody. I didn't think I was gonna finish, which is true. I was surprised when I got in. I applied. When I got in, I was shocked. I was like, oh. And then I'm going through the program. I had an okay first semester. And by okay, I just simply mean that, all right, by okay, I mean, like, I had a really hard first semester, and in a master's program, you're required to have a 3.0 or higher. And that first semester, I did not have a 3.0. It was like, I don't know, actually. I would have to really look, but it wasn't a 3.0. So I was automatically put into academic warning my first semester. And I really don't, like, I don't know what to attribute it to. I really don't know what it is. I got a master's. I'm getting a master's in legal studies with a concentration in arbitration and mediation, or alternative dispute resolution. And I took a class that I was required to take, as well as I really need to look. I'm gonna look, and when I find it, I'll put it over here. But the second class would, like, it was crazy, and I really did not get her grading system. And so I was getting points off for stupid shit. Like, I was like, what? So I really did not think I was going to finish on top. So I did keep going. And my GPA got better. I think I'm leaving with a 3. I had to look too. So after my first semester, I was on academic warning because we're required to have a 3.0. And so I did not think that I was going to finish, because I was like, what the hell? What the hell, Leonce? Like, I was like, what in the world? That contract class, it just, ooh, it went over my head. And it wasn't because like the reading or the material, it was however she was grading. It wasn't good. So then I kept going, but I was really discouraged after that first semester. So I was like, oh girl, I'm glad I ain't say nothing, because this might not be happening. But I was put on academic warning. I had to have like a series of meetings with and I was assigned like a success coach. And there were steps, you know what I'm saying? So that was going on. So then it became like, oh, okay, you know I can do this. I don't like whatever. So I did do it. I knew I could do it. I did. And now I'm done. So but my uncle was like, why'd you do me like that? Like, he was like, don't do me like that. Don't keep me out. And I was like, what? I didn't tell anybody. Like, I really didn't share anything. And I would just like leave early from whatever. Like, I'd be like, no, I have reading to do. I gotta go read. Or I'll be like, no, I can't. I have to get this turned in. You know, like I really didn't share with anybody. If I'm being honest. And it just, after that first semester, I was so shaken up, because that's never happened to me before. I've never been in a position where, like, after the first semester, no. So, I do tentatively have a plan, but y'all know how the workforce is, so I don't know. It's all right. But anyways, let me find my luggage. And I am going to take a checked luggage, but it's not a really big luggage. I'm only going to be there for 2 nights, so I don't need a super big luggage. I don't have a super big luggage anyway. This is the luggage I'm taking. So everything should be able to fit in that. This one or this one. And then I'm gonna put my hair tools in here. All right, let me figure out some things. All right, I know that it looks like I ain't went nowhere and I just flipped this back on, but I done been to work, I done been to Ross, I done been to Walmart, and I struck gold. I found an outfit after, girl, the struggle. Now, I really like this, and I think I'm gonna go back and get it in black just to have as well, because it is exactly what I need. I was telling you guys, like, girl, not my battery finna be dead. Hold on, I gotta change the battery. I have a short neck, I have a short torso, and I have a large bust. So things that look good on me are definitely things where it looks like I can breathe, like V-neck cuts or slit cuts, or things that are like lower scooped. And it's plain, but it's dressy enough where the problem is, I think I told y'all, like, I'm just gonna have to be satisfied with looking like I'm going to work, because literally that's what it was given. It was given about to look like I'm going to work. I didn't want to wear white. I just didn't want to wear white. I was originally going to wear like a linen kind of thing, but after the fits, and linen is a really material, like that's a really tricky material in my opinion. Like from my little recent experience here, I got so many linen things, and it was either linen has no stretch at all, so you have to get either bigger than your size, and sometimes for me that means it's too long, and the crotch area is too long too, which means it's saggy. So I was like, okay, go back to a dress, go back to a skirt, let's try that. Shein played in my face, but they did get my money back. So I ain't even Fashion Nova played in my face, and they did not give me my money back. All those items are on Poshmark now. Anyways, so I went to Ross. Problem solved. Is this not going to be adorbs? Like, this came from Bell's Outlet. If you're in Florida, you know all about the Bells. But this came from Bell's Outlet. Is that not finna be cute? Please. And then me and my sister are going to a dinner, and so I'm gonna wear this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And you see how the top is slit. I don't need a long slit. I just need a little something. But I like how the seam is. If I needed it to go a little longer, which I tried it on in store, if it's right, I could. Because sometimes these aren't even long enough. It need to be about right here on me. But this did just fine. This I already had, and I thought that'd be a good pairing. But this, I am pleased. They also had it in black. I debated on which wig I was going to take, so I pulled out my options and tried my hat on, and I think I'm going to go with the bob. It's just going to be easier, more seamless. So now, as you can see, I started putting some things in here, but I'm about to pack my toiletry bag. I got my disposable sheets came in the mail, my laundry bag. I'm about to put my shoes in here. Girl, y'all should have seen when I say I was in there like, Lord, please let me find something. Please. And the fit on this, really good. I don't think I showed you guys my nails. I got square shape, and this is not my shape. Like I'm a stiletto person, and this just proved it. I do like coffin, but I was like, I want to just try the square new. Look how thick my thumb is. I don't like the square. They're pretty. My foundation is good. I go to the same person. I've been going to her for years now, but very pretty. This is not my shape. And so I feel a little subconscious. And I also got pink on my toes to match the pink on here. And I feel a way about that too, girl. Can't lie. Can't lie. Anyways, let me finish. I'll show you guys the progress when I get done. I've made it to Arizona. It's a different kind of heat than Florida. I think the clip before you guys would have seen the room, but then I'm gonna wipe it down. I'm only here for 2 days, but it looks pretty interesting, so I do want to come back. Oh, it looks like they got a pool. That's kind of cool. Looks like they got a pool. I am staying at the Aloft Airport, and it's really close to the airport. I feel like we wasn't, we wasn't in that car for long. And what I do like too is that they had the free airport pickup, so you can get picked up and dropped off and save yourself the Uber money. I'm pretty cool on the price. I think the price was really good for 2 nights. It was, I just wanted a little bit more sunshine in here. For 2 nights, it was like $2 something, not expensive at all. I have on my socks. I'm gonna put me some. Oh my gosh, that flight is what was gonna take a sister down. The flight from Tampa here was 4.5 hours, and I just feel like that was the longest 4.5 hours of my life. And then when we get there, like normally on the flight, you know how they tell you like, we're getting ready to descend now, you know, we're reaching such and such a distance. They didn't do that. When we got at the bottom, they said we're here. The time is like, what? The landing was pretty good, but yeah, I think what I'm about to do, well, I know what I'm about to do is take my gown, my graduation gown out of here and hang it up so that it's not too wrinkled, and then I'm about to wipe and clean everything off. So let me do that and I'll check back in with you guys.
Or whether that means working for better health outcomes in your communities, or working to address really complex challenges like helping victims of violent crimes. You're going to be doing work, no matter what you do, that will be tangible and real. And much of what you're going to do might seem like it's foreseeable as you sit here tonight, but much of what you will end up doing in the course of your
Taya Tonique Naomi Jackson.
Woo! Go sisters!
Roslyn Weatherall. Thomas Antoine Ashe.
Let's go, Pop!
Jerry Danielle Prince.
Congratulations, Talia!
Taya Tonique Naomi Jackson.